We're staying in our office layout.dwg file, and we're going to take a look now at the mirror and offset commands. Now, the mirror command is incredibly useful because it allows you to mirror objects at a specific orientation through a mirror line. And that's what we're going to do with some of the desks, chairs, and computers. We're also going to take a look at the offset command and create a bin store to the left of the building. So let's take a look at this upper middle cubicle. We're going to select everything in the cubicle first. So we're going to select the desk, the computer, the chair, and the plant. Now, when I right click, you'll notice there is no mirror command on the shortcut menu. So hit escape once, up to the modify panel, and that's on the home tab on the ribbon, and there's mirror there. Now, you've got the object selected already. So when you click on mirror, it will prompt you now for the first point of your mirror line. Now, I'm just going to pan across. I'm going to hold down the wheel and pan across slightly and down a bit so that you can see what's going on. You don't need to do that bit. And the first point of my mirror line is going to be the midpoint of that wall. Make sure you get the midpoint and not a corner. Left click. As you drag vertically upwards, can you see the vertical 90-degree polar tracking line? So I can now click anywhere on that polar tracking line, and that's my mirror line. And as you can see, it mirrors the desk across to the right-hand cubicle. So I left-click now on that polar tracking line. I'll be prompted, do I want to erase the source objects? In this case, no, I don't. So click on no, and you've mirrored that office layout across to the top right cubicle. Very quick and easy again, you'll notice. So that's our mirroring done there. Let's pan and zoom to the lower left cubicle, where our desk is a little bit on the inaccessible side at the moment. So again, select the plant, the computer, the chair, and the desk. Now, I'm going to zoom in on this one just a smidge for you so you can see what's going on. The objects are selected. I go up to mirror again, and it's again prompting me for the first point of the mirror line. Utilize your object snaps this time, not polar tracking. We're going to go from endpoint or midpoint here, depends on what comes up. Left click. And we're going to go down to this endpoint here. Left click. Do we want to erase the source objects this time? Looking at the mishmash there, yes we do. Click on yes. It's mirrored it, but this time it's got rid of the original configuration of the objects for you. So you'll notice now you can go around the plant and your desk is now accessible. Let's zoom out a bit and pan across a bit so that we can see all of the office layout again. Now we want to place a bin store over here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to utilize a command called the offset command. But before we do that, go to the home tab on the ribbon, and on the utilities panel, click on the arrow underneath measure and select quick. As you move around, it will tell you all of the dimensions. Hover over the wall, and can you see there, it's giving you a 150 thickness of the outer wall. Hit escape a couple of times. We're going to need that 150 distance in a moment. Zooming and panning again, zoom in on the top left corner of the building. And you'll notice the current layer is walls. If it isn't, click on the layer, fly out arrow, and select walls. We're then going to go to the draw panel and draw a line. Use the endpoint snap there, left click, and just drag horizontally along that 180-degree polar tracking line. And you're going to type in 2400, 2400, and press enter once. You're then going to come vertically downwards, like so, and you should see a polar tracking line now for 270 degrees, and this time 2400 again, and press enter again. You've now drawn two lines, so you're now just going to press enter to close the line command. Job done. This is where we're now utilizing the offset command. Remember that 150 wall thickness. So we go up to the modify panel, click on offset here. As you can see there, bottom right of the modify panel. Come into the drawing area, it asks you for an offset distance. 150, our wall thickness. Press enter. Now, this is a little bit of sleight of hand with your mouse clicking. Be careful with this one. So I'm going to hover over this line here and click on it. And then as I move the mouse, I can either offset above or below. make sure you come down below with your crosshair and left click. Select the vertical line, and again you can move left or right. Make sure you drag the mouse to the right and left click. Enter to finish the offset command. So now you've offset by that 150 to keep your wall thicknesses consistent. It's not as tidy as we'd like it to be, so we're going to go up to the line command, and we're going to select endpoint to endpoint and enter to finish, just to close out that wall end here. And you'll notice the lines cross on this corner here. So we're going to go up to the modify panel one more time, and there's a little fly out here that says trim or extend. Click on trim, and you're just clicking on the bits of the lines that you don't want. So you want that one there, left click, you'll see a little red cross, left click again, enter to finish, and then double click on the wheel to zoom extents, and then roll back a notch on the wheel so you get an overall view of your recently revised office layout. So as you can see, the furniture is starting to look good, and utilizing that offset command, we've got a bin store over there on the left on the outside of the building.